Guys, it's your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with a third stimulus check update video. Happy Wednesday, and it's a beautiful day here. Alright, in today's video, we're going to talk about the latest stimulus check, and you know what? We are closer to that $1,400. Yes, we are. Then we're going to talk about what to do if you're still missing that second stimulus check. So today is February 3rd, is the day. We have some information there. Then we're going to talk about the unemployment changes, as well as do you need like a change of scenery? Like, are you just tired of your city? Because if so, you might get paid $6,000 to go ahead and move to a new one. And we have more programs. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, my darling, stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friends. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below and you're in, just like that. Oh, I still got my AirPod in. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love me bringing this content to you and I enjoy doing it. And you can see I'm human, child. I mess up too. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it because as of right now, Joe Biden commits to the $1,400 checks. And he said, hey, let's get it going. Let's get this money moving. All right. So President Joe Biden said during a call with the House Democrats today that he is committed to boosting up these $2,000 checks. Now, he did crack the door open, and we've been talking about this forever, so don't act brand new, that there could be some income requirement changes, who are eligible to receive it. Now, he said under the relief package right now, they have it currently at the $75,000. We know the Republicans counteracted and was like, you know what, let's do $50,000. Let's drop it to make sure that it's more targeted, that is going to the people that really need it. But Joe Biden said, look at here, friend. We can't walk away from the additional $1,400 in direct checks that we propose because the people need them. We can better target them. I'm cool with that. But I'm not going to start my administration by breaking the promise of my American people. I like it. And if you're at it, I mean, if you want to make sure that you really don't break the promise, just give us $2,000, right? He said, I'll have your back and I ask that you have mine. So I like it. I absolutely like it. Hopefully it does stay that way. Now, if you're still missing your second stimulus check and it was said that it was going to be, or you seen that it was going to be mailed on January 3rd, and you know what? Today is February 3rd. And my friend, you could go ahead and put out a trace on your money to see that somebody gets your money, that the scammers cash it on here. So if your second stimulus check never arrived, you may need to work with the IRS to track it down. Now, if it was direct deposit, you could have put out your trace in 5 days, but it has to be 4 weeks from it was mailed to your regular address. Now, it has to be 6 weeks since it was mailed to a forwarding address, and 9 weeks if you're talking about in a foreign address as well. So how do you submit the trace? To request a payment trace, the IRS, you can call 1-800-919-9835, or you can mail and fax a complete form, which is the 3911 form. It's called the Taxpayer Statement Regarding Refund on there. Now, guys, I would not say send anything snail mail unless you're trying to get it delivered on Black Friday. Okay, call them. Some of my subscribers already have called them because they sent me some Shalae, and it was like, girl, I called them and they told me I had to wait till February 25th. So maybe you can call and get a date. Let me know if you called. Let me know if you have an update on the Get My Payment portal, but you probably just got to call them, okay? All right, here. Moving along in unemployment news, they said, hey, this is another reason why we need a third stimulus check, because they said 8 million people have yet to receive their unemployment benefits. So they said, hey, this unemployment money is not reaching American people. With all these Pac-Man and Atari systems that they have going on, people are still waiting for their money, and they've been waiting months and months. They said 1 in 4 unemployed workers received benefits in the last 2 weeks, according to analysis that was published by the labor economists of University of Illinois. Around 8 million people are not getting aid right now. The data suggests that the third stimulus check will be the best way to get the target money to these workers or to these claimants. Now, on there, we know that Democrats voted on Tuesday on the budget that would pass the $1.9 trillion relief package that contains that $1,400 stimulus checks. So So I like it. Okay, I definitely like it. Now, moving along, some changes are coming to the unemployment program, especially if you are in Illinois. But I've said this before, if you're receiving unemployment, you want to log in and go ahead and check and just make sure, because as of right now, there are several programs and you may qualify. So you got the FPUC, which is the Federal Unemployment Compensation, Federal Pandemic Unemployment Compensation. Then you got the PUA, the Pandemic Unemployed Assistance. Then now they've added a PUA overpayment waiver. So if you receive more money on unemployment that you were allotted for, they have a waiver form that you can fill out, so that way they don't take all your money and try to get it back. So they do have that form. Then we know that they have the PEUC, which is the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation, and then they have the Mixed Earner Unemployment Compensation, which is the MEUC on there as well. And that's like when you're like self-employed or you had something going on where you can get the additional $100. Nonetheless, there's all these programs, right? So you may have exhausted your benefits here, but you qualify for something else here, or something may have happened here and you need to qualify for this. So if you are receiving unemployment, log in your portal and see, do you need to fill out any information, okay? And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, guys, as you can see. Now on here, moving along, Mississippi right now. Mississippi said in Chucalissa, if you want to go to the Pank, they will pay you $6,000 to move there. So it's a town called Natchez. It's a historic home and it's known for its biscuits. So if you're ready for a change in scenery, then Mississippi will give you $6,000, and they're looking for remote workers who relocate and buy a home. The cash incentive includes $2,500 in moving expenses, plus you'll get a $300 monthly stipend for a year to offset the cost, which Mississippi is real cheap, okay? Then also they said in Natchez, it has fewer than 15,000 people. They have men that wear overalls, my darling, and you can find all types of the rainbow, okay? From the light all the way to the darkest hue, okay? There is something beards and all. So a lot of single men for the ladies. I'm just saying we got to make it jazz it up, right? But on there, they have a reputation that is known for Southern food, and it declared itself the biscuit capital of the world, which is cold right now, so you might need a little fluffiness, okay? But to qualify for the program, you will need to work for an employer outside of the region and be able to work remotely. Then you will have to establish a primary residence in the city at a home valued at $150,000 or more. You also need to be at least 18 or older. Now, hey, if Mississippi is not your thing, you know you ain't trying to go to the M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. If you don't want to go there, other cities are offering cash incentives as well, like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Savannah, Georgia, Topeka, Kansas, and Newton, Iowa as well. They have their own programs and requirements. So, hey, if you think that you want to do that, you may want to reach out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you some EBT news. If you are in New Jersey, my darling, the Bloomfield Public Library is partnering with the Food Bank of New Jersey for SNAP one-on-one presentations on February 10th. So they're going to have a presentation via Zoom. You can go in there and register, and they said, hey, as of right now, a lot of people on my EBT was like, how do I apply for some EBT, girl? What do I need to do? So they will have in New Jersey that if you're struggling to put food on your table, you want to be a part of this presentation, they're going to show you all the benefits that you're entitled to. On top of that, they're giving you $25 gift cards as long as you register. Free. Okay, girl, free. So you can register, and that $25 will help you in purchasing food as well on there. So, hey, they do have that. So I like it. I like it a lot. Now, also, lawmakers right now in Missouri, they hope that they will have a bill that will allow convicted felons to be eligible for food stamps. Missouri Representative Marlon Anderson of St. Louis filed a bill that would allow a person that was convicted of a drug-related felony to become eligible to receive food stamps if the person meets certain conditions. So on there they said, hey, a study that was conducted last year that pre-incarceration income prisoners is 41% lower than non-incarcerated people, and the hardship is a great recruiter for the crime. So by making SNAP benefits available to those who have paid their debts to society, we can lift families and reduce the pressure on those that are trying to live a better life. So they will vote on February for that House bill on there for that. So hopefully they'll be able to get it. And then so we had the New Jersey, we had Missouri. Now on here as well, they have a new law for child support in Washington. So Washington State DSHS, Department of Human Services, on there, they will give more money to families that need it most for their new child support law. So starting this month, Washington families who need it the most will see a boost in the amount of support that they receive. So on there, they passed a legislation that is called the pass-through payments. And the pass-through payments are funds that are dispersed to the household where the person receiving child support also receives temporary assistance for needy families or cash assistance. So pretty much you're going to get like a grant of $50 per child or even $100 for 2 or more children. And this is called like the second substitute Senate Bill 5144. So pretty much it says like if you are receiving child support payments, as well as if you are on TANF on there, periodically throughout, they will give you pass-through payments. So it's like Washington State will give you pass-through payments. So if you get some extra money on your cards, that could be the reason why on there. And last but not least, the last thing that's on our docket today is going to be lawmakers in North Dakota push to end the state emergency declaration. So as of right now, the governor says, hey, it's been a year since we had this emergency and response. We're getting better in regards to this COVID crisis. And on there, he said he's ready to end the declaration. But a lot of his representatives are like, hold on, homie. Wait. If you end this declaration right now, it could take away the food stamp benefits. It could take away some of this federal money as well. And so State Representative Rip Becker, who sponsors the bill, said, hey, this was never brought up in the initial testimony. When we brought this over here, we weren't even thinking about the SNAP funding and all the stuff that we can lose. But they said, hey, as of right now, the state of emergency is not designated to be a never-ending thing. It's not about cutting funding. It's about getting back on track. So he said that he's very specific on there. He's going to see what role can they have and the governor has. But if they do decide to end the state of emergency, they can actually declare it back at any point as well. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm watching. That's what we have in the news. The topic of the hour is that we get the $1,400 checks. I think that's what we're all worried like right now. We're all awaiting these $1,400 checks. But hey, it is Wednesday. Let me know what you're cooking tonight. What are y'all cooking tonight? If I was coming to your house, what is the best thing that you can serve me? Okay. Now, I don't want all that stuff. You know, if you gonna serve, I don't know, spaghetti, just do it right. I don't need all the fixing. But let me know what is your specialty dish down below, because I know I am going to be tickled pink. And speaking of pink, guys, this lipstick and lip gloss that I'm wearing, it is my own, my darling. You can definitely go ahead and purchase this. You can purchase the ebook, the planner. Y'all should be following me on Instagram. Your girl is getting her life together, okay, in 2021. And that's all I have. I know y'all gonna ask me what does my shirt say, so we're gonna slide back. It says just God. That's it. That is the name of the game, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.